Alright, so I got the headlights all installed and everything. As you can see there, I found out a way to light those up. And those that are new, wondering why I have a big old hole there, that's where the little 30 cal goes, and I just have it out right now because I don't want to damage that rubber piece that holds it in during the welding process. So it can pretty much stay out the whole entire time until then. The top piece is just sitting there, as well as this little cover plate. But now, some of you have asked, why don't I make this, drive electrical and things like that? Well, I'm going to let you all in on a little secret and tell you what I've been up to. So all these things here are all the small ones. These are just the models of what I'm going to be building in the future. This is a small version of it. It gives me an idea of how to make those tracks move freely, exactly to get those where to set everything and how to set everything up. So that way, come time when I install an electric motor, I don't have no issues. I don't have to cut and grind and weld, and because it takes so much work to do that. And now that it's welded and tacked, etc., you risk more damage than anything when it comes that time than starting with new pieces, of course. So just much easier to move forward than go back. But with that being said, I already had intentions on making a larger tank. Now, whether it's a Sherman tank or whatever tank it may be, who knows? I mean, it could be a bulldozer in the future, but it's going to have tracks. Now, the tracks, you can see, pretty small. I think it's smaller than bicycle chain. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe it was off of a garage door opener. And you can see here. So that's the size versus the motorcycle chain that I will be using in the future. Now, again, with that being said, all these smaller models, they just give me the idea of how to build it and things like that. So, and I memorize it or take pictures or just preview it in my own videos and go, oh yeah, that's how I did it. And that's how I do it. So these are going to be just the working models that I more than likely will be giving away and or selling in the future. So I got a whole bunch more lined up that I want to do, and if you guys keep dropping suggestions on what you want to see, I promise you I will start building them, because I really want to get up to an aircraft carrier with little jets on it and everything, and have lights on it, and you can insects. I recently built a small scorpion, and it's probably one of everybody's favorite is a small scorpion. But I do intend on building a larger insect. Whether it's a scorpion or who knows, a praying mantis, the larger ones will always have a lot more detail than my smaller ones have in the past. So keep that in mind as well, because I'll be able to turn on my lathe and things like that and make pieces instead of using grinders and cut-off wheels, Dremels, and pliers, things like that. So I'll get step up my game a little bit in the equipment. So, because all this is pretty much made all by hand right now, all the small models. So, with that being said, I do love those suggestions, those comments, and things like that, because somebody said, oh, hey, why don't you put a flamethrower on it? And I said, well, why don't I? Yes, why don't I? Well, I love potato cannons, and I wanted to make it shoot little airsoft BBs, but, somebody said flamethrower, and that just got the, little hamster in the old brain, up there in the old noggin just turning, boy. He was cranking out the wattage because he was really thinking. That was up for a long time. I couldn't help it. I kept going and going. You see, you got a potato here. Now I got the turret kind of shape cut out and everything, and the top. Now that'll be the chamber for the fuel and all that. I'll put the covers on and the 50 cal that's mounted on top, etc. Get all that stuff, make it look more like a turret than what it does now. But you can see the cannon tube there. Now I did a test one, so I got the tube, same length and everything, and approximately same air chamber space. Not quite, but we're in the ballpark area. Get a good idea. Now I think what I'm using is not enough spark. So I would love to see some comments. Hey, maybe maybe you guys know exactly what I could use in something like this. I put the fuel in and everything, and it's just not enough spark, I don't think, to set it off. So, y'all have some comments. It may help me out, but, who knows? I may figure it out in the meantime. Because, this is cool and all, just putting the air to it and, it shoots off and makes a fun noise, but wouldn't it be much cooler with a little flame and some smoke coming out as well? So, I hope you stay tuned for more. Peace.